Hi, my name is Carlene, solo traveler extraordinaire, and this is the Monday meetup where every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time we are talking cruising and travel. So get on in here. I hope you all had a great weekend. I'm starting to let me close out some of these windows. And today, we are talking all things Perfect Day CoCo Cay because I know you saw the premiere that was on Sunday. And I got to give some shout outs to some folks so some more people get in here. But let's see who's all in the chat today. How are y'all doing? Oh, and I think it's my last time that I'll say this for the year. Happy blackity black Black Ass History Month, everybody. I hope y'all have been enjoying despite all the shenanigans that have happened throughout the month of February. Stay focused. Don't be deterred by the shenanigans. We know what our mission is, right? So let's see who we have in the chat. We have Miss Didi25. Hi, Miss Didi. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. She's saying good evening, everyone. Good evening, Miss Didi. Thanks for being here. We have Yolo. Hey, Yolo. Oh, we have a new thumbnail. Y'all I'm very distracted by the thumbnails. I like it. Keep it. Thank you. Yolo and I have been talking so much about just like YouTube strategy, I think, over the last week. So yeah, I need to update my thumbnail, make it more like zoomed in so people can see me. Hey, Kenny Elliott, thanks for coming in. We got Big Murph in the building. I think since we have so many people coming in, I can say thank you since we have 21 people so far. Welcome in. My name is Carlene, solo traveler extraordinaire. This is a Monday meetup, and hopefully I sound okay. Where every Monday we talk cruising and travel. And today's focus, we're going to get into, I'll tell y'all this focus in a second, but I want to thank you all. Sunday, we, every Sunday at 12 p.m., I think that's going to be my slot for the moment. You all will get a premiere of some new content. So I was on the phone with Sig the Solo Cruiser and the Jen Danielle Experience because we are planning the ultimate solo group cruise, right? And in my head, I said, okay, surely putting this meeting at 11, giving ourselves an hour will be adequate time to get my butt to my own live stream in time. 16 whole minutes into live stream, Sig is like, Carlene, are you premiering right now? So I have to give a shout out because y'all held it down in chat. When I finally popped in, there were 21 people chatting, and I looked at the stats, the analytics for that video. So I got to give a shout out to the following: the top 10 fans. That's what they call it on YouTube. The top 10 commenters in the chat during that video were On the Go with Yolo, PETA, which I got to give a shout out to my cruising family because PETA is always kind of being if it's not Keisha H, it's PETA. PETA texted me and was like, yo, where are you right now? Kenny Elliott, Sydney Steffens, Keisha H, T for Adventures, Big Murph, Sig, Phil and D, MH Streaming Adventure. So those were the top 10 fans that YouTube identified from that. Y'all had the conversation going, which I appreciate. Like, I love a good conversation. So when I came in, y'all held down the live stream while I was planning the ultimate solo group cruise and completely forgot that I had it scheduled. I already have uploaded next Sunday. This Sunday. Is it this or next Sunday? I can't remember the Sunday's premiere is already up. So if y'all don't, because I hate when creators like schedule live streams, not live streams, premieres, and they just let it run and they're not there. That's one of my big pet peeves. And I know it's like, well, they got more views and subscribers than me, but I'm like, if you create a premiere, you got to be there. So Peter was literally like, Carlene, are you okay? Because she knows I do not miss those. So thank you for everybody who popped in to Sunday's premiere on it was Explore the Seas, having the perfect day. And that's what we're going to kind of talk about today, which is what is the vibe? It's 2026. What is the vibe of Perfect Day CoCo Cay? And of course, we chat here. Because once Royal Caribbean introduced the hideaway concept, it seemed like that made some sort of shift on Perfect Day CoCo Cay. So my first question to you all, as we're transitioning out of saying hello and getting more into like the nits and grits of the chat, is what makes it a perfect day at CoCo Cay for you? Like how do you structure CoCo Cay so that you're like whenever you're at CoCo Cay, like what do you do? And I'll get back into saying hello. T. Gary says, hello, doctor. Hi, T. Gary. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate the recognition. Yola D is in the building saying good evening. Good evening, Yola D. Thanks for being here. Turkeisha saying, hey. Hey, Turkeisha girl. Thanks for popping by. Monet to the T is here. Where no, that's not a new one, but sis is paragliding through her thumbnail, saying happy Monday to everybody. All right, got a little DMV in your hellos, everybody. Yola says she's trying some new photos for her thumbnail. Cool. I like this one. Let it marinate. If anything, I would say move it a little to the left because that little YouTube moniker, what is it called? The YouTube red thing is like right almost by your chin. So if you can just move yourself to the left, I don't know. You don't gotta listen to me. But I think that's a perfect picture. Perfect. I love it. And then that blue and greens in the water. Woo, Chile. G Harris Bateman is in the building. Shout out to her. Thanks for being here. And that reminds me of, yes, I finally mailed Gina Weiss's won a hat from Star of the Seas. So I finally mailed it. I did not use the ready postage. I used the boxes that I had already had in my house because I had bought those. But why y'all like shipping stuff is high, y'all. Like I love giving gifts. I hate going to the post office, A, because the post office by my house. That's a great way to have things get lost. And then B, like it was to have my own box and something that was not heavy was $10 a piece. So Jesus, like when did the post office get so high? Seth Stone is in the building saying, what's good, C? What up, chat? Hey, Seth Stone, thanks for being here. Chandra, hey, haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Thank you for being back. She says, I'm watching on the TV and on the phone to comment. Thank you. Thanks for giving the TV folks instructions. So this is how you work it on the TV. A lot of us YouTubers are realizing that I know for me about 63% of folks watch from the television, which I'm grateful. Thank you. However, YouTube algorithm has not caught up with the fact that if they're watching on TV, they might not be thumbing up. They might not be leaving a comment, which kind of helps some of the hurts actually some of the algorithmic things. So if you are on your phone today or tomorrow, you watch on TV, or if you just see a YouTuber that you like or, support or a video that you already saw, just make sure you already hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. It just kind of helps us get things out. We are all in these streets just trying to figure out what the hell works one week to the next. And it just seems like nothing is consistent. But we keep pushing. We don't get dismayed by the numbers. Actually, we do, because it's like, damn, I edited the hell out of that video. Like, how has it only got 200 views? But we keep on pushing. But it's weird because then maybe like 3 or 4 months later, all of a sudden the algorithm just decides to like this video. Here's 1,000 views. It's like, where did that come from? MH Family Adventures in the building saying, hey, Carly and everyone in the chat. Hey, Rockwell, thanks for popping in. Thanks for being here. I think I saw a message from Rockwell saying that her Monday midday conversations are about to kick back up after a short break, self-care break. So make sure y'all tune in next Monday at 12 p.m. for the Monday midday chat. Yola says she's going to try going in a couple of days. Thank you. Or try one more in a couple of days. Thanks. Cool. No problem. Who is this? Oh, that's Yellow speaking to people in the chat. Hey, Jameer saying, hi, my peoples. Hi, Jameer. Thanks for being here. D&Q is in the building, fresh from Orlando for Travel Spree's wedding. I was stalking everybody's stories. Thanks for popping by, y'all. And we're talking about y'all favorite subject, Royal Caribbean. So again, I'll repeat the question to get things started, because if you watch Sunday's vlog, I was on Royal Caribbean's Explorer of the Seas, and we made a stop at Perfect Day CoCo Cay. And honestly, that was my first time in a long time, I think since Enchantment of the Seas, doing a deep dive into Perfect Day at CoCo Cay. So when I Enchantment of the Seas was my first vlog for the channel. It was also my first Royal Caribbean cruise. So I was all excited, went around the island, went to every location. And then after that vlog, I don't think I really had hit up all the spots at Perfect Day at CoCo Cay. I would pretty much just go straight to Hideaway and then get back on the ship. So when I got on Explore the Seas, I was kind of listen to y'all feedback. I think Murph, some folks were kind of oh, you wanted to hear What were the free food options, and then what was the vibe like? Because I do think there has been a shift in vibe since Hideaway has opened at Perfect Day at CoCo Cay. That's just me. I don't know if y'all agree with that or not. Feel free to, sound off. All opinions are valued in this chat. It's a truly a safe space. But I don't know. So I set out on a mission to just see like what the vibe of Perfect Day at CoCo Cay was like during that sailing. So the question of the evening to kind of kick things off is, what makes a perfect day at CoCo Cay for you? Like, what is your go-to spot, thing to do, thing to eat? Whenever you dock there, you must have this, you must go here, you must see this, you must get a ticket for that. Let me know. Piplup James, hey, from the Melanin Coaster Network is in the building. Welcome in. I saw you all just had an outing somewhere for the Melanin Coaster Network. If you all like theme parks, if you all like roller coasters, follow the Melanin. Is it a Melanin or Melanated Coaster Network? And good to see you in the building. I think they were just at one of the Six Flags, I believe, and was it one of the ones in Texas? Riding those big coasters over there. I can't ride them. I can only watch them. Just Jay Renee is in the building. Hello, beautiful. Thanks for popping by. Appreciate you for being here and your detailed commentary on the Explorer vlog about how the room looked very much like a hotel. Yes, that they did a good job of making Explorer journeys look like a hotel versus a cruise ship. And Jeb Brooks, I don't know if he was hosted or if he paid for it, was recently on the Ritz-Carlton. Is it called Yacht? The Ritz-Carlton cruise, whatever they call that. And I was watching it on Sunday. I had the honor of meeting Jeb, I think last spring, and he was so nice to talk to in person. Him and his lovely wife, Samantha, can't remember. I hope I'm not messing up her name. But anyway, they were on the Ritz-Carlton ship, and they did a pretty extensive, actually a very similar itinerary as I did. Because they stopped in St. Bar, so it's interesting to compare notes. But looking inside that ship, I don't know if Explorer took some hints from the Ritz-Carlton yacht or Ritz-Carlton took some hints from Explorer, but the inside of the ships look very similar, from the what is it called, the art gallery to the kind of atrium space. It seemed like the food might have been a tinge better on Ritz-Carlton yacht just looking at it. But Explorer Journeys, if you're not willing to kick out $10,000, $20,000 for the Ritz-Carlton yacht experience, I think Explorer might be a good, looking at Jeb's vlog, it's pretty much like the Ritz-Carlton yacht minus the name Ritz-Carlton on it, in my opinion. And again, if anybody else thinks differently, sound off, let me know. And welcome in, everybody. My name is Carlene, solo traveling extraordinaire. And this is the Monday meetup, where every Monday we talk about travel and cruising. And I'm recapping my vlog on Explorer of the Seas, which was a port day in Perfect Day at CoCo Cay. So we have our first comment related to the content, and that is Jameer says, Hideaway is the best. That's all our cruise royal for, is to go to CoCo Cay. It has to, and I kind of agree. I like most of my itineraries to have a stop at CoCo Cay. I kind of agree with that. I don't always go to Hideaway though, because I'm a little spoiled. My first time going to Hideaway, I got that ticket for like maybe $25, and the Hideaway experience can go up to like $60 or higher sometimes. So I kind of been picking and choosing when I go to Hideaway, when I don't gotta go to Hideaway. But yeah, and then that heated pool is everything. Drew says, hey, thank you for sharing about top chats during your live stream. I tuned in. I didn't comment or chat. All good. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Drew. No, I was just trying to figure out a way to recognize, because literally when I popped in, I was like 16 minutes late to my live stream, and not live stream, to my channel, my premiere, my vlog premiere. And the only way that I could like figure out a way to just recognize people, because literally the chat was going without me until I popped in towards the end of the vlog. So I just kind of clicked around to see what the analytics were, and YouTube said the top 10 people who were there chatting it up, saying hello to people, talking about the vlog, talking to each other with those people I listed. But thank you for watching. And no, like I wasn't trying to like downplay anybody who wasn't talking or anything like that, but it was just the quickest way I could see. So I was giving a shout out at the beginning of the vlog to the 10 channels, people who were holding down the live stream on Sunday while I was playing the Ultimate Solo Group Cruise and got way off a track. So Drew was holding down the fort behind the scenes, but again, a shout out to YOLO, Peter from my cruising family, Kenny, Eddie, Elliot, Sydney, Keisha H, T from Adventures, Big Murph, Sig, Phil and D, and MH Family Adventures for keeping the commentary going on that live stream. Y'all didn't leave. And if y'all ever see me, like if you're like a premiere, you don't see me, it means I either I have truly forgot or like I am literally like, I don't know, call 911 because I never will do a premiere and not be there. MH Family Adventures, please be sure to hit that like button, and the like button is the thumbs up on YouTube. So hit the thumbs up. It just helps get this information out to the algorithm that's worthwhile content. Sheila White is in the building saying, hey, seeing chat. Hey, Sheila White, thanks for being here. Team Reese is in the building saying, hey, everyone. Hey, Team Reese, thanks for popping by. Lisa T is in the building. Oh, Lisa T has if I could jump in any of my clients' suitcase right now, it would be Lisa T, who has a epic trip to Orlando very soon. I won't put all your business out there. But she says, make sure you book with C. She's the absolute best. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that plug. Yes, I'm a travel agent. If you need help booking your land-based or cruise vacations, I'm more than happy to help. And Lisa T, make sure you check your email today or tomorrow. Probably have to give this live stream. I need to do it. I'm going to send you something as a thank you. Kristen H is in the building. Hi, Kristen. Thanks for being here. She said, happy Monday, everyone. Gina, rightfully so, is like, look, you should be shamed. And I am ashamed it took me that long. Because what, Gina, you won that hat in, when did I make that a giveaway? October? Something crazy. And then even wilder, Gina, I had a cup that I bought for Regina Davis that I mailed on Saturday with your hat. And I had that cup for Regina since August. So it's like, I love good gifts, but we're going to pray on how quickly I can get to how quickly I can get to the post office. Because there'll be days I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my car washed and go to the post office. And I'm driving down the street from the house and I'm like, oh crap, I left what I was supposed to mail at the house. And I'm just like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. No, and tomorrow never happens. Folks are speaking. Let's see. Okay, okay, here we go. My cruising family says, I saw that Jeb's been cruising a little bit. Yes. When I met him in April, he was mentioning that he was going to have a little bit of a stint with cruising, and it's cool to see. It brings out a whole just different perspective because he was saying because he has status with, I guess, what is it called, Ritz-Carlton, or I'm not sure, whatever the hotel line is, they recognize that status on the Ritz-Carlton cruise ship. So that gave him even more perks when he sailed. So on top of him being Jeb Brooks, he also got those perks for sailing. I thought it was a really good vlog, like a really good cruise related vlog. And it was funny because at the end, they did the ultimate question, is it worth it or is it not worth it? And Jeb was like, it's worth it. And Savannah, I can't remember his wife's name, it's terrible. She was like, nah. She said pretty much you can get like 3 or 4 more cruises in for the prices they paid. So it was an interesting perspective to see like a couple have like 2 totally different. I mean, she appreciated the experience for sure. But she mentioned like, yeah, you can get on Princess or another cruise line, and she felt that would have been more worth it for her. Team Reese says, I try to do something different every time I go to CoCo Cay. So we're back on the subject of what do you do when you go to CoCo Cay? What's the perfect day for CoCo Cay for you? She says, I try to do something different every time I go to CoCo Cay, but I will always order a virgin Coco Loco. And yes, and the last time I went to CoCo Cay, I ordered a not so version Coco Loco because thank you for what is it, Cruise Kibit. So you, Siobhan, Sig for putting me onto those Coco Locos. They're cute, they're fruity looking, but those things pack a punch. So yeah. Only Go Yellow says Jeb be everywhere. Yes, Jeb be in the skies, Jeb be on the trains, and now apparently Jeb is more on the cruise ships. And I wonder, has he did a Virgin one? I would love to see him on the non-traditional Virgin voyages. If he hasn't already done it, I should see if he has looked through their catalog because I feel like that would be a hoot for me to see him on that cruise. Jameer says, perfect day for me is mingling and meeting people either from our sailing or whatever ship that is docked. I've met some lifetime friends just by vibing at CoCo Cay. Oh, that's awesome. And I honestly think like that's what makes cruising. I also think it definitely matters which ship you are paired with at CoCo Cay in regards to like the vibe that you are going to get. So the last couple of times I've been at CoCo Cay, I feel like the ships that, because I've been on older ships through casino deals, I feel like I've been there with like Icon or Star, like like rotating back and forth. So that ship alone can like fill up CoCo Cay. Big Murph says, well, I've only had one experience so far visiting CoCo Cay, but I must say the Hideaway was great. I loved On the Rocks band. Yes. That girl was singing. I like to relax and turn up a little bit. Yes. And see a vlog that's coming out. So I kind of did went on Explorer of the Seas. I kind of just did like a big circle around the whole Perfect Day at CoCo Cay, like a one big just loop, minus like the water park. But there's some future vlogs that will come out, and one will be based on Hideaway, like what is the Hideaway experience solo like? And then I did the CoCo Beach Club, which is like their elevated beach experience, and I'm gonna do one about like what is it like as a solo traveler. But the day that I did Hideaway, I kind of split my day half and half. So I started at the pool, of course, and the songs, of course, got a little redundant. I think I stayed until they did the champagne spray, which I will say it seemed like they did a little less of the champagne spray than they used to. I can't say used to do. The first time I went to CoCo Cay, I mean, the champagne sprayers there were like almost 6 girls around the pool. I was able to get like 2 or 3 squirts. This time it seemed like they brought one girl to either side of the pool, and that champagne didn't seem like it lasted too long. And so she kind of walked away like, I'm gonna bring out another one, and it's Sunday just do one song, and then the champagne moment is over. So after that, I got my stuff and I went over to On the Rocks bar, and that was the first time hearing them perform. And sis sings, like she sings down. And it seems to be like the resident band. So I don't think they rotate, they don't get back on the ship, they just stay. So yeah. If you're looking for some really good live music vibes, head over to On the Rocks, which is whenever you walk into CoCo Cay, it's literally the first bar that you have to walk through before you can walk all the way down to get to the pool area, and they set up a band. And it's some really good beach views from there too, or ocean views from there. G Fox is in the building saying, hey C, hey chat. Never been on a Royal Caribbean ship. What? Gee, I didn't notice that. I didn't know that. All right, y'all gotta help G Fox out. Recommendations for first Royal Caribbean ship. You gotta try Royal one good time, G, and then report back and see if you want to keep the party going. On a Go Yellow says, my cruising family Jeb got me ready to do Grand Canyon too. Oh, did he do a road trip? Jameer says, I actually got Hideaway for free. Well, you gotta spill the deets on that one because I don't want to pay for Hideaway anymore. He says for my next selling, which was nice, and we get to check out Royal Beach Club too. Can't wait. Yeah, Royal Beach Club. I can't wait to do that vlog because there's not too many experiences that I'm kind of like I'll do it again. Frequently you'll hear me say like one and done, but Royal Beach Club was one that I definitely was like I could do this again. It's very, very relaxing. But they give you like all, at least when I was there, they were giving us like all you can eat lobster. They offered like multiple lobsters. Even though it's not on the menu, they'll offer you surf and turf, or you can do a surf and turf at the restaurant. I would just say you can book your dining reservations when you get there for like whatever time you want to eat your lunch. But book your food reservation, like what time you want to eat at Royal Beach Club. Book that on the ship with the dining team too, just so it could be like one less thing to think about. You can get the time that you want. When I went, it wasn't super packed. But the first thing I had to do was go over to the maitre d' who's at Royal Beach Club and make my reservation. So if you can just knock that out the way, it kind of just helps you just kind of like start into relaxation mode versus having like go find, do business and then start relaxing. My cruising family says, thanks for the shout out, C. No problem. I just provide recognition where recognition is due, and y'all were holding down the fort while I was lost in the sauce, child. And Kenya, no problem. Hey, Sig, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Sig has a new thumbnail too. Good to see you. Who else we got here? Gina says, you need an assistant. Absolutely. An assistant will be really nice right now. An assistant will be helpful with folding my clothes because I have a mountain of laundry at the foot of my bed. Because right now, life is, do you make a new YouTube video? Do you book some new clients? Or do you wash and fold clothes? And right now, the period of my life, I'm enjoying booking clients and making these YouTube videos over folding clothes. So I need an assistant to do that. But yeah, I got a quote from my cleaning people, like, how much will it be to like fold 3 baskets of clothes? And they told me something wild, like $300. And I was like, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, because what do you mean? No, that's a cruise down payment. Oh, Jeb's wife's name is Samantha. Thank you, YOLO. Need to stop butchering that lady's name. But no, Samantha kept it real. And I was kind of feeling like at the end of that vlog, just watching their experience. The only thing, like, from watching, the only thing you can't do is taste the food. But I was kind of like, after getting off Explorer Journeys and knowing what I paid for that, and then knowing what the price of Ritz-Carlton yacht, there is a group called, I think, the Black Travel Movement. They are doing a group cruise on Ritz-Carlton. And I believe it's like $10,000 a person based on double occupancy. And I think they're doing like some matching if you need to be matched. So hearing that price point and then watching Jeb's video, I was kind of like, I can do the $4,000 of Explorer Journeys. But Samantha and I kind of was on the same page. I was like, I wasn't feeling like it was worth it. But I don't know. I'll keep watching, see if I feel any different. T. Gary says, I need info on Princess's Sanctuary collection. Had an older person recommend it. Yeah, that's Princess's Ship Within a Ship. And then Sanctuary, I'm not sure if it's on all of their ships, but I know I did some research on Sanctuary. I was supposed to be on Princess Sun. Is that the new one? Star Princess. I was supposed to be on Star Princess, and I had literally booked Sanctuary, their 3-day preview cruise, but then I ended up letting go all of my cruises so that I can use the money to get on Explorer Journeys. I would say if it's Sanctuary for a newer ship, I haven't researched it for the older ships, but I definitely was researching Star Princess's Sanctuary. And if you don't like the crowds, I think it comes already with like drinks. Felt like everything was already included. So I would say I recommend, if you don't like to be in the crowds, you want to know it when you come out, have your own space, etc. I booked it. And then I think there's like drinks, etc. There's drinks and some other perks included. I'm a little rusty on it at the moment because I didn't like get to fully experience it, but I did some research on it and I was sold. If you need help booking it, more than happy to get you situated or at least give you an update on like what the actual perks are. But I remember when I was pricing it, I was like, it just makes sense because you get the dedicated section of the ship. And then you also get some of the add-ons that you would buy were included in the Sanctuary cost. So it kind of was like, well, it made it worth it. So if you like quiet space and then a couple extra perks like included drinks, I say go for it. Have you sailed Princess before, T. Gary? Kenny Elliott speaking. My cruising family says, yeah, that sanctuary experience is only on the 2 newest ships right now, but looks good. Okay, thank you, Peter. Yeah, I was like, I knew it was on Star Princess because they actually had a really good deal for their 3-day preview cruise. They had the sanctuary experience for like $833. And then I basically let go of all the new ships I had booked. So I let go of Star Princess. I let go of Excel. I didn't let go of Excel. I pushed Excel back a year to get on Explorer Journeys, but I thought it was worth it because I do remember, if nothing else didn't stick in my mind, drinks were included in that sanctuary rate. And I was like, sold. Paul must be in the building. Sorry if I skipped you. Oh, here he goes. Happy Monday, Paul. Thanks for being here. Kenny Elliott speaking to Paul. My cruising family says, my one time in CoCo Cay so far was cold. We had a beach day. Oh, okay. Yeah. And the last, I know over the winter months, so like the last couple of months, Royal Caribbean has been missing port stops at CoCo Cay because it's been kind of windy. And then I had a couple of times where I went where one day it was completely rained out. So it was not a perfect day. It was a rainy day. And then the second one, it rained in the morning before clearing up. So just something to be mindful of whenever you're sailing the perfect day CoCo Cay in like the October, November through probably February-ish. It's going to be a little chilly. Peter says, I don't think there was a Hideaway yet. It was March 2022. Yeah, Hideaway came about the same time as what? Icon came online? And was that 20? Did Icon come online at 24? Murph is rubbing it in. Look, Murph, snow is a very sensitive subject for Peter right now because I got to see some of the footage of like the snow. And then it's like 26 inches. Newark got like 24, 26 inches. So Murph is saying Peter brings the cold weather with her. It's okay because Peter usually cruises in the summertime. So she's like, I'll make sure I can get away from all of this weather. On the Go Yellow says the pool is heated and makes up for the chill. Absolutely. They are on to something with that dang on heated pool for sure. Like it's heated to the point that you usually get in the pool and you gotta do like the tiptoe dance and you gotta hype yourself up. Like I don't know if y'all saw Liam on, I don't know whose vlog that was. He was getting to the pool at Bimini, at the beach club at Bimini, and Liam had to like get out, put his drink down, come back in, hype himself up. No, that perfect day pool is like bath water. And I don't think it's just because it's pee in it. I think it's because it's actually like heated for realsies. Judge J. Renee, I see Paul says Wonder of the Seas, not sure. Oh, thank you, Paul. Okay, I was like, I forget. So G, we're telling G what recommendations we have for what should be her first Royal Caribbean ship. Agreed, like a cute little 4-day, maybe on Wonder of the Seas. Paul suggests. Cool. Yes, that was I haven't sailed Wonder yet. I had reservations to get on Wonder, but had a family emergency. But I keep hearing good things about Wonder of the Seas. And who else? I know MH Friendly Adventure says Wonder of the Seas was like now they're like top 3 Royal Caribbean ships. Who is it? Edna's World, and Life of V and that whole crew and JT. They had a what's it called? Love and Football cruise on Wonder. A lot of them said that they like it. So ditto on Wonder of the Seas. Just Jay Renee says, I've never been to CoCo Cay. Fair. But have you been on Royal yet? On the Go Yellow says she'll recommend Freedom, Independence, or a Quantum class ship. She was saying that Jeb and Samantha went to the Grand Canyon by training in coach. Hey, Feeling D's Travels Free in the building. Good to see y'all here. Love y'all's thumbnail too. The yellow is popping. My cruising family says in 26 cruises, we only did 2 Royal Caribbean ships. Adventure for Southern Caribbean ports back in the day, and Harmony of the Seas in 2022, which Harmony is about to go to dry dock soon. My cruising family says Harmony of the Seas was cool, But Adventure of the Seas was blah. We booked that one just for the ports. Yeah, yeah. And I think when on Sunday when I was talking, we were talking about, planning our trip or whatever, kind of just talking about, that Royal Caribbean thing. And I was saying that a lot of times, like Royal Caribbean sailings, I get very quiet sailings on Royal Caribbean ships. Like it's rare until like Liberty of the Seas. I met a group of like 5 solo travelers and we end up kind of like hanging out different nights and a couple of times like during the day. But usually on Royal, when I'm selling Royal, I'm pretty like, I don't say a ton. I don't really connect with a ton of people. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I have a good time because it's a cruise ship, but yeah, there's often times where it's like blah. I have a good book, find a good space to park. I will say, like for me, get the drink package on Royal, so at least you can sit, read a book, drink a cocktail, try the cocktails. Kenny Elliott says he just subscribed to. Oh Lord, her name is Suzanne. We're all butchering this lady's name. That's hilarious. Suzanne. We went to Samantha. Lord have mercy. So Suzanne was not feeling the Ritz-Carlton collection. Not really not feeling it, but she was kind of like, yeah. Jameer says Royal gave a cruise perk last year and a free hideaway pass is one of the perks. Cool. Yeah, I'm hearing that some of their casino deals now they are tagging on their casino deals they are tagging on some of the perks of like Hideaway and Royal Beach Club. Miss Dolores is in the building. So it happened, y'all. The first time in my YouTube life, I ran into a person who watches the channel in person at home in the streets. And it was Miss Dolores. Hi, Miss Dolores. She said it was good to see you in person over the weekend. Had to get the ice melt for the snow. And see, I just let it kind of all melted over here, Miss Dolores. But yeah, y'all, it was so funny when I ran into Miss Dolores. So I'm going to Lowe's. Because for some reason, like every light bulb in my house has decided that it just wanted to expire all around the same time. So I went to Lowe's, ended up buying like $55 worth of light bulbs, which who knew light bulbs were that expensive? So I'm walking and I was actually like making a mini vlog for channel members. So I was filming and I see this car kind of go. And usually I was kind of like, well, I don't know if it's giving me the pedestrian right away or whatnot. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go behind the car. So I go behind the car and like the car stops, like to the point that Miss Dolores almost walked into your trunk. So when I come around the corner, I'm like, and then she puts the window down. So I'm like, all right, like this lady's about to fuss at me and we about to be fussing at each other. All to hear, hey, Miss YouTuber. So yes, I got to meet Miss Dolores. Miss Dolores, I'm going to post the picture that we took. But good to see you in the chat. And it was even better to meet you in person. I was like just walking and going to Lowe's. And I was like, Miss YouTuber. I was like, uh-oh. It finally happened. I've been spotted in a while. It's the braids, I think. Murph says you better use that house cleaning company that let first-time customers book for $19. Okay. There's a house cleaning company that has, $19 first time. So, okay, good to know. Trish is letting T. Gary know that the sanctuary is amazing. It was on Diamond Princess too. Okay. And it was not on there. I was on Diamond Princess and it was not on there, but Business Connect let me preview it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it looked totally like, I love a good cream and khaki kind of layout. So, but again, when I looked at the price and it said that it already included the drink package and some other things, and then I could have like lounges to myself, I was sold on it. But then it was just kind of like, all right, Carlin, you have to pick some cruises. So, I decided I did Star of the Seas, and I think it was like right, I don't know the time. I just had to I ended up having to let it go, but I would definitely run it back. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. I'm sorry. I just saw that. Jeremy, thank you for that super sticker, that $3 super sticker. Much appreciated, Jeremy. Thanks for supporting the channel. And supporting like all the content. I always see Jeremy thumbing up the stories, everything. So thank you. Seth Stone says, for me to ever get on a Ritz cruise, that means I hit the lottery for sure. So when y'all see Seth Stone on a Ritz cruise, ask him for $1 because that means he has made it big. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was thinking, like, after I got off Explorer Journeys, which has been my most expensive cruise out of pocket to date, I was like, what is the number for me right now that I'm like, I'm not going to go over this number for a cruise? So, like, do y'all have a number? But I think it's probably like, probably 4,000 might be my cap at the moment. And that's probably like an every other year situation. But yeah, I definitely can't run those cruises back to back. C says the snow can Peter says the snow can kick rocks. It's too late now, Murph. You done already wished cold on her. Sharo! Hey! So good to see you. The Wrenches is in the building. Yes, Sharo's in the building saying it's been a minute. Yes, it has been so good to see you. Glad to be back in the service, right? She says that hideaway pool saved the day when I was at CoCo Cay earlier this month. Oh yeah, because it seemed like whenever that cold snap happened, it was like cold everywhere, and I guess the Bahamas got a little bit of it too. Trish says, my cruising family, y'all better clear that up before next Thursday. We're flying out of JFK. I don't know. I think Thursday is probably going to just be right. Because, like, they're to the point that they don't know where they're going to put the snow. Edna's World is in the building. Hi, Edna. You got a cute new profile, too. Says, hi. I've been watching all of your cruise, love and football content. Travel says travel P&B traveling with P. Oh Lord. We got travel with P&B and travel with P. My bad. Hey P. He says Oasis or Icon class. I've done Wonder and Utopia and will be on Star next week. Also, I'll be on Symphony in April, and I heard that's the most popular for guests for an Oasis class ship. You're running through all the big girls. Yes. Yeah, I want to get on all of those. My goal was to get on all the big ships, and I had a bulk of them booked. And then I did that Regent cruise, which took 10 days of my leave. So had to cancel everything. My cruising family says, you leave for Singapore next week? Is it already Disney Adventure time? Let's see. T. Gary says, I sailed Grand Princess to Hawaii. It was an older ship, but still nice. Looking at Star Princess to Alaska. Yeah. And I mean, if you do Alaska, Princess and Holland are the two. They go back and forth every year for being number 1 and number 2 for Alaska cruise experience. And what I learned, well, when I sailed Alaska, we were on Celebrity. But what I noticed was Princess and Holland have prime real estate at the piers. Whenever you go, or the docks. Is it piers? I don't know, but they're like right smack dab, and then the other cruise lines are going to be kind of like further down, further up. But usually it was like whenever Princess or Holland were in port, they had the like prime real estate, which was like right smack into where you would like offload and walk into town. So yeah, I didn't realize Star was heading up to Alaska already this soon. I thought we'd have more time in the Caribbean. G Harris Bateman says, I love to go Chill Island and get a Coco Loco and relax with the kids. We are posted up at the kids area. Cool. Hey, your favorite couple. Welcome in YFC. Thanks for being here. And Trisha's Timeless Adventures says, yes, Singapore is happening. So if y'all aren't familiar with Trisha's Timeless Adventures, she is heading to Disney's newest and biggest ship that is home porting out of Singapore. So that will be some exclusive content. Trish, you gotta go live, girl. We need the full experience of Disney Adventure. We got peeks of it while I was in Orlando, but I can't wait to see what the inside of that looks like and how they kind of, I don't want to say revamped it, but how they made those spaces different in Adventure, and then how they're going to cater it to the Asian market. Lisa T says comparing Star and Utopia, any major differences to make sure to Star beside besides Star being a recent ship. Which in your guys' opinion is the best bang for your buck with Royal? Okay, so should you do Star versus Utopia? Ooh, well, I know Star of the Seas is doing the longer sailings right now. Star, they're both out of Star and Utopia, I believe, are still both out of Port Canaveral. But so Star is going to give you the longer sailings. Utopia is going to give you the shorter, so rotating 3 and 4 day sailings. And Utopia has been known to be by everybody as being like the big party ship. And Star is like the big family friendly ship. If you like the big, I haven't been on Utopia yet, but I've been on Star. If you like the big water park, if you want to use the water park on the ship, definitely Star of the Seas has the biggest water park. It has that big adults only, what is it called? The hideaway area on the ship. So it's kind of like, do you want a big party vibe on a short sailing, or do you want to experience more of the family friendly kind of the neighborhoods of a ship spaces on a longer cruise? I do also think Utopia probably has, in regards to price point right now, Utopia probably has more deals than Star. Because those Icon class ships seem to be up and stuck. But if anybody else has any points about comparing Star and Utopia, I know Phil and D have been on Utopia. I know, who else? YOLO has been on both. T has been on both. There's some people who've been on both. So if anybody has any points for Lisa T about comparing Star and Utopia, chime in. And this is thanks for watching. No problem. It was getting me through the work week. We got 2 Pauls in the chat. Jesus, that's not helpful. I'm gonna call UP and then Paul. And now help me keep y'all separated. Yellow says interesting. Symphony is the only OSS class ship she has been on, or you haven't been on. Noted. My cruising family says the maiden voyage of, I'm guessing, Disney Adventure is March 10th or something like that. Yeah, that was after they push it back or move it forward. It was pushed back because the initial maiden voyage was supposed to be, I believe, December-ish or something like that. G. Harris Bateman said, like, in regards to what is the max in regards to spending, she says $10,000 for 2 cabins once every 2 years is the max. And Yola says, I hear do Princess as well for Alaska. Yeah, Princess and Holland are your number one. They rotate being number 1 and number 2 for experience for Alaska. So yeah, what else we got? So wrapped up pretty much the Explorer of the Seas vlog. I showed you all that there are chicken wings on CoCo Cay. In that vlog, I got back on the ship. Probably the biggest and most unique thing about Explore the Seas was that whirlpool they have in the gym area, which usually doesn't get too crowded. However, they do shut it down early. So if you ever get on Explore the Seas, I say definitely go up to the gym, particularly on the first day because nobody knows about it. But you got to get there kind of early. Let's see. Sharo says she did Holland to Alaska last year. They got so close to the glacier, it felt like I could reach out and touch it. Ooh. Plus, docking right downtown was nice. So there you go. Yep. They have every time it was like, because we were on Celebrity Edge. And for one of the, I think it was Sitka or Skagway, I can't remember. But like you had to get on the shuttle. But Princess and Holland, you just walk right out. You're like right there. So yeah. Yellow says, I've been on Icon and Utopia. I agree with C. Looking for party in a 3 or 4 day cruise, go on Utopia, and Icon or Star for family, or if you want a longer sailing. Yep, absolutely. Trish says the original Disney Adventure was supposed to be on December 13th, and now the maiden voyage is on March 10th, but they're going to fly. We had the longest flight on Singapore Airlines. Ooh, and the thing about that flight out of the NYC, because I've been peeping Singapore. That flight on Singapore Airlines from JFK to SIN to Singapore, It's all business class or something like that. I can't remember if it's all business class or all premium economy or something like that. But all the seats have like extended leg room. You're not on top of each other. It's not like pods or anything, but it's definitely like more lean back, more reclining, excuse me, and more leg room. So it's a nice price point, but like it's worth it. I think I was pricing Singapore. Actually, I was planning on I'll give y'all a preview. Asia is on the radar. I'm not going to tell y'all all the business, but Asia is on the radar for this year. And initially, I was going to tag on the Disney Adventure before going to another country in Asia where some friends are celebrating a birthday. But then I don't know, the friends kept rotating some pieces of the schedule and all that kind of stuff. So I just decided like I'm not going to catch Disney Adventure this time around. But yeah, I was researching Singapore Airlines flights. I believe it was like almost $1,700, but again, you get direct, so you get up in the air, you're up in the air. It's basically a whole premium economy experience, and then you land. So, my cruising family says that yes, nice that nonstop. Whoops, that nonstop. The nonstop from JFK is a nice option. Absolutely, absolutely. Anything that doesn't require a layover, like get me up. I'll pay the extra fee to like you to get me up, put me down. I'll also pay the extra fee to fly closer to my destination versus being further out. So sometimes like a smaller airport. Again, a little more pricey, but it saves you some time, energy, etc. Yellow says Utopia seemed really loud to me, but that could be my age. Yeah, I don't blast my radio anymore like I used to. I can't wait to experience and see. Because I also know who is it? Life with Us TV was saying like at 9:00 in the morning they can hear the boom, 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 boom. Like already the EDM fist pumping music was starting early. My cruise family says Singapore Airlines has business and premium economy only on that flight. Cool. Just Jay Renee says that Singapore Airlines is the best. I flew it this summer. Premium economy to business class is what they got. Yep. Big Murph says come through Asia. Yes, and channel members have more of that deep, so y'all keep it under wraps. My cruising family says, how was the turbulence at Just J Renee? Yeah, that's a good question to ask for Asia, particularly in the summertime. Because they get a lot of like that. What is it? That tropical kind of like almost like flying to Florida, where in the middle of the day those storms start popping up. Yellow says when we do Asia, I'll be flying to Singapore first. Trying to get caught up on where we were talking about. Yellow said, I mean, not Yellow. Peter says, I watched a couple videos that reference crazy turbulence on that route. So I side-eyed. I said, give me an A380. Hey, Travel. Yes, is in the building. Travel, yes, we see says Utopia is loud, but it's not a party. It wants to be though. Freedom is a party and it's cheaper. I have not been on Freedom yet. Good to know. Yellow is laughing. So yeah. So tell me, y'all, I have a bunch of content in my reels. And I was thinking I'm torn between doing another Explorer Journeys vlog, which will be about probably Anguilla, Antigua. Or do y'all want to see the back-to-back process on Royal? Or do y'all want me to get back into my Margaritaville at Sea series? Including, I think I have like the new Kuza Beach Club. So let me know if you have any strong opinions about what you want to see. I also have Liberty of the Seas content. I have Radiance of the Seas content. So I'm just like sitting here sifting through clips and videos trying to figure out like what exactly I want to share. In the meantime, while y'all put your comments about what do y'all want to see between, again, I have more Explorer Journeys content, which on Sunday there's a premiere coming of my St. Barth's Day. But I have on my camera reels, I have Margaritaville at Sea. I have Radiance of the Seas. I have Liberty of the Seas. And I have probably one more like Explorer of the Seas vlog talking about the back-to-back process on Royal. While y'all are putting that there, again, final call on the ultimate solo group cruise. The thing that had me late to my premiere was planning with these two lovely ladies, the Jen Daniel Experience and Sigma Solo Cruiser. We've outlined everything and we cannot wait to share the experience with you all. It's last call because April is the final payment date. So if you decide to tag on after April, you'll have to pay the full price. So last call on the ultimate solo group cruise. Then if you are a Disney head or a Disney adult, we have the Good Gov Getaway 2026 is October 9th through 11th, which we're going to eat and drink around the world at Epcot Food and Wine Festival. You can scan that QR code there or email me at cwc@gmail.com. There's a small registration fee of $30 because it comes with the shirt as well as some curated activities. So if you're interested, let me know and I'll send you the details of how to join us. Got a good group of folks forming for that one. Then after 2026, we're starting to talk about 2027. We have the Ultimate Land and Sea, which will be out of New Orleans. I don't think I said that right. Louisiana, May 14th to 15th of 2027. We're hopping on Carnival Dream, which right now it's Sea Day, Mexico, and Sea Day. I know everybody has been paying attention to what's going on in Mexico right now. Prayers to the area. That cartel, baby, is a mighty, mighty organization. So the cartel is having a whole moment right now. So travelers are stranded, stuck in Mexico, trying to get back on the, I think the western side. But apparently there's some, I don't know how Cozumel, there's some pieces that are still on alert, even though it's not close to the actual like Jalisco or whatever, Puerto Vallarta area. I don't know. But for right now, we are going Sea Day, Cozumel, Sea Day, and then back. But regardless of where you're going, the cruise lines want to keep y'all safe. I think if anything, I know I'm supposed to make announcements, but if anything, it's the land-based people that probably need to be more vigilant about what's happening in Mexico right now is what I would suggest for you all. And then the cruisers, the cruise lines aren't going to take you in the heart of anything. I mean, of course, always be vigilant, see something, say something, and then do what makes you feel comfortable. But yeah, land-based folks, you want to, stay abreast of what's happening in Mexico. Then probably my favorite cruise at the moment is going to be cruising to Cairo, Egypt, as well as the Greek Isles and Turkey, which is June 10th to the 20th on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. And that's a 10-day. Then rounding out 2027 with the Good Gov Getaway, which we're heading from NYC to Bermuda on Norwegian Luna. Come experience that beautiful ship. All right, so back to what y'all want me to edit. Let's see, where did I stop? So we got Explorer. Who is this? Yolo says she agreed with Travel Yes We See in regards to Utopia is loud but not fun. It's just loud for no reason. But if you want a truth party, it's on Freedom. Explorer. Who else? Team Reese says more Explorer. Trish says run that Explorer content and then Margaritaville. Do some new stuff. Okay. Yellow says Explorer. Miss Dee says Explorer. G Fox says Explorer and all the seas. Lisa T says it's with Trish with Explorer and Margaritaville. Okay. So finish up Explorer and then hop over to Margaritaville. Y'all are done with Royal Caribbean. Like, don't show me no more Royal Caribbean stuff. My cruising family says Explorer of the Seas too since you started, but looking forward to seeing more on Explorer journeys. Okay, Peter says finish what you started. Yeah, I really only have one more vlog for Explorer of the Seas, and it's going to be, which actually has shocked me, World's back-to-back process. There's something that happened during their back-to-back process that I didn't expect, but in a good way. Let's see. T. Gary says leave Liberty. T. says leave Liberty in the rules. So Liberty, we'll just do that one last. Oh, T. Gary is a pilot. Oh my gosh. Oh, Oh, T. Gary, I feel like I need to interview you. I don't know if you're like one of the people that like to stay behind the scenes, but I would love to. Even though I'm a frequent traveler, I'm still a very nervous flyer. Um, so I would love if you're up to it, or maybe just want to stay behind the scenes of talking about, just some of those things that us average everyday flyers, because I know I'm still a nervous wreck when I'm flying. And it's weird for me. I'm more nervous on a short flight to Atlanta than like I am on a 15-hour flight to, I don't know, Europe or down to South Africa or something. I feel like once I know I'm already up there, but those shorter flights be making me heading down to Miami to catch a cruise. I'm a nervous wreck. YOLO says selfish me wants to know how to do the back-to-back on Royal Caribbean. Fair, yeah. And it actually, I was shocked. I was shocked because there's a cute little element that they added, and I was like, okay, Royal, that's cute. Miss Didi says Explorer and then other Royal Caribbean cruises. So Explorer is definitely in the lead in regards to what I should finish. The good news for you all, I have for Sunday's premiere at 12 o'clock, which if I'm not there, blow up my phone, but I will be there. Sunday's premiere is the St. Bart's Day on Explorer Journey. So, but it sounds like y'all want another Explorer blog after that one. Cool. I have a few more port stops. I got Tortola, I got Anguilla, I got Antigua. So we have a lot more of Explorer Journeys for sure. Let's see. So I'm sorry. T. Gary says, I'm a pilot and turbulence comes with the warm weather. Yeah. Particularly right as throughout the day, the skies are warm and clouds are developing. You get a little more chop. Let's see. My cruising family says, T. Gary, I actually liked turbulence as a kid, but now my nerves are a little different in the 40s. And I told y'all my dumb kid story where I asked my mama if the plane were to like have any issues, like the clouds would catch us. And in the middle of turbulence, my mom was just like, shut up, child, sit back. Merv says loud but not fun. Talking about Utopia. Definitely Explorer. Noted. YOLO says we experienced cruisers tend to be a bit brutal. Look, Murph, it's gonna come, sir. Murph, right now, you're in that phase where we all been, right? We're happy to be on a ship, and any ship is like the best ship. And then all of a sudden you're gonna hit this mark. And I don't know when the mark is where you're finally like, all right, like all the usual bells and whistles ain't gonna do it. And then you'll start seeing like what your cruise vibe is. Caprice Hey says more Margaritaville. I enjoy their brand. Very interesting to me, the flip-flop culture. Noted. It seems like it might be Explorer and then Margaritaville. And I probably need to get back into my Margaritaville bag too, because they were my first hosted and paid experience. So I probably, even though, the deal was one video, and I gave them actually extra short, but I want to finish up that series and then circle back just to kind of show them like, hey, here's how my series did, particularly as they have Beachcomber coming out. But I kind of want to just seal the deal to make them feel that my channel was a worthwhile investment. Murph says, what do you say? Your eardrums took a beating on Utopia, YOLO. Okay. YOLO said no. She's already know how to do it back to back. So she doesn't need to see that. Got it. So cool. Alrighty, y'all. So it's CWC. Thanks for coming to chat with me. For the rest of the week, let's see. Next Sunday, this 1st, March 1st. I can't believe we're already on March. There will be a premiere at 12 p.m. of the Explorer of the Seas St. Bart's Day. So I'll see y'all in the chat at 12 p.m. And then it seems like we're going to keep, rocking out with Explorer of the Seas. I'll probably drop something small throughout the rest of the week. But you all have a good week, and I will see you back here, same time, same place, Monday at 7 p.m. It's CWC. Thanks for chatting with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Good night.